What is going on, everyone? Got a game of Headquarters here on Firing Range, and I thought I would share with you a tale from the nightclub. In my Team Deathmatch on Nuketown video, I asked you guys if you'd like to hear some of the stories that of adventures and things I encountered while working the door at a nightclub when I was much, much younger, and the overwhelming response was, yes, we want to hear it. So when I was thinking of what I wanted to talk about, one event came to mind first, and I guess I got to share that one. And let me kind of set this up a little bit so you can kind of get a mental image of what this place was like. In the town that I live in, we have two schools here, two colleges. Well, one's a junior college, and the other one is Georgia College and State University. It is a pretty good-sized school. And someone had mentioned in the comments on my Nuketown video that they predicted that this happened in the early 1990s, and you, sir, are correct. That is the time period all this happened in. And this bar was about, I guess, a block away from the campus. And the big college party night was Thursday night. So you see, whenever Friday afternoon classes were over with, all the students, they would haul ass out of town and go home wherever they came from. So Thursday nights was the big party night. Everyone came down to the Opera House on Thursday night and partied. And working the door I was at, we had a front door, a back door, and a kind of downstairs entrance. And this front door, there was a really long, steep set of steps that you had to walk up to get to the front door. And my station at the door was literally 10 feet from the dance floor. 10 feet inside the door was the dance floor. So there was loud music blaring right there through the open door. And people would line up down these steps waiting to get in. And it just made for a really fun and interesting environment, because I had a little stool that I could sit on, but I very rarely sat on it, because I would usually stand out there and socialize with all the people waiting to get in. We kind of had to adhere by a fire code. You couldn't let so many people in the building at once, and so you kind of had to control the flow of how many people were coming and going into the building, and that was your biggest job, aside from not letting in any underage drinkers. Now you could get in. It was 18 to enter, 21 to drink. So you could let people in that were underage, but the ones that were 21 or older, you had to give them a specific stamp on their hand. And that was my job, was to verify how old everyone was, get them in the door. So this one night, we had a fraternity. I cannot remember the name of them. I could probably make some guesses, but I don't want to guess incorrect. But this frat, they apparently had just watched Animal House at some point, I would guess, because they showed up to the club in nothing but bed sheets. Okay, they had togas. They had made togas. If you know what a toga is, if you don't know what a toga is, look it up or check out Animal House and you can get an idea of what a toga is. But a bed sheet is all these guys had on, and they all come up the steps. I estimated it. I think there was 10. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was 10 guys. Yeah, there was 10, because I'll tell you in a minute exactly why there was 10. They come up the steps, and kind of like their leader or head guy, and it's so cliche, his name was Flounder, and I know that's really cliche, but he kind of looked like the guy from the movie too. But these guys were regulars. They came in all the time, and I had checked their ID many a time, so I knew they were all, of drinking age. And the head guy, Flounder, he goes, "Look, I want to pay for everyone to get in." And cover charge was $5, okay? So that was $50 to pay for everyone to get in. He hands me a $100 bill. And he goes, "Keep the change, man." And I'm like, "Whoa, that's $50 tip." He says, "I know, but you may get in trouble for, letting us in wearing togas." And I was like, "Well, you're right. I probably shouldn't let you in, because, we didn't really necessarily have a dress code, but come on, bed sheets." So I let him in, because I didn't really see anything wrong with it. So I let him in. I put that $50 tip in my pocket, and I was happy for it, because, young, any extra money, definitely comes in handy. So they're in the club. I don't think nothing else about them. In a little while, they're on the dance floor, and they're jumping around. I don't even remember what song was playing, but they're jumping around, And my boss, what he would do is he would come by the door ever so often and collect the money. That way I didn't have a lot of cash on me at the door, constantly. So he comes rolling up to get the money, and he's like, "Why did you let those guys in with bed sheets on?" And I was like, "Well, they had money, I didn't want to turn them away." I said, I think they're just having a good time. It's all cool." So you could tell he wasn't really thrilled about it. Well, as it just so would happen, one of them, well, to make a long story short, the guy's bed sheet, I guess it wasn't securely attached. And I really didn't give any thought as to what they were wearing underneath the bed sheets. I assumed they all had probably shorts on or underwear or, something on. Because who the hell would leave house with just a bed sheet wrapped around them, right? Oh, how I was mistaken. This one guy, he was jumping around on the dance floor. They were all acting like idiots. And his bed sheet come off. Yeah, it came off. And he really didn't make any attempts to put it back on. And here's the bad part. Yeah, you guessed it. He was absolutely butt-ass naked under this bedsheet. So here are all these people on the dance floor, and here's this one naked-ass drunk college guy jumping around like an idiot. Now here's where it gets horribly, horribly bad. Try to get this mental picture now, because I want you to suffer with this just like I had to. He's about 400 pounds, okay? I can't remember what his nickname was, but it was something kind of horrible. He was jumping around, and oh god, see, I'm just like not feeling just even talking about it. It was a bad mental image, okay? You guys will probably have to go Google search cute fluffy kittens or something like that in order to get this mental image out of your mind. Just think, I have that image burned into my retinas, okay? This 400-pound guy jumping around, absolutely nothing on, his bed sheet lying on the dance floor somewhere. Needless to say, the bouncers grabbed him, grabbed all his buddies, and led them all to the door as fast as possible. And they were laughing. They thought it was the most hilarious thing. I'm sure to this day they probably tell stories about this guy losing his bed sheet there in the club and being butt-ass naked and getting thrown out. But that was it was one of those things that at the time it was very funny, but now when you think back about it, it's kind of like, holy crap. Get some clothes on, man. So here's a life lesson, okay? Never, ever go to a dance club with just a sheet on, okay? Nothing good can come of that, alright? Wear the proper clothes if you go out in public, alright, guys? And also, if you're working at this club, don't let in anyone wearing a bed sheet, okay? So that is one story I can tell you from working at the nightclub. Hope you found it amusing. I will definitely tell some more if you liked it. And this game, it is over. I ended up going 44 kills, 7 deaths, and I don't know how many captures and defends. I did capture a few though. I think about 4 captures. Maybe it'll pop up. Oh well, I can't see it. Anyway, got promoted. There it is. Alright guys, I will see you again soon with another video. Have a fantastic day, everybody.